And that's why we end up throwing out seeds and stems and everything, stuff our body needs. The core of that pineapple has a ton of antioxidants, and it has bromelain in it too. Bromelain is actually a supplement that professional athletes and people with arthritis, they take that for their joints. I mean, imagine never having to buy supplements just because you have the right tools for the job. You know, it's like you get all the protein out of spinach. You don't have to buy an extra protein supplement. Toss in that orange. You notice I keep as much of that white pith on there as I can too. Another part we usually throw away. Now here's something that you can do with your rinds. Here in Costco, I'm required to peel it. Plus, of course, that tastes really, really bitter. But you can actually take your leftover skins. You have a garden at home? Or you ever do composting? Oh my gosh, it smells horrible. It takes way too long. You can set this on any of the automated settings. We're just gonna let it go for about 20 seconds. This is a great way to do compost instead of having to turn a compost barrel in your backyard for the next 2 months. Now the frozen strawberries, the strawberries I put in there, they are gonna be frozen. You can actually see the ice crystals on this. I like to do that, not for the taste, but for the texture. I want you to see how this will actually liquefy even the seeds. Alright, let's get some ice in there. You guys come on over. This is going to be really good. You brought the big cup, didn't you? Alright. I'm just going to turn that off here. You can turn it on and off as you please. Here's your composting now. No more messy barrels. You never have to buy flour food ever again. Wouldn't that be nice? Just because you have the right tools for the job. Yeah? And you fast forward to the bottom, you can see there's no chunks. Everything soaks right into the soil. The cleanup is my favorite part. You just put 2 cups of water in with a drop of soap. Pulse button, once. Rinse it out in your sink. That's why you'll use these machines, not every day, multiple times a day. Most people use them anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day because they're so versatile. These little containers, they are sold separately as an accessory because we give you the big one, right? These are normally $150. They're $99 here at Costco. And the cool thing is if you get it the same time you get your machine, they'll give this a 7-year warranty instead of 1 year. Pretty awesome. So now that we're juicing, we're just going to set it on to smoothies. Smoothies for smoothies, right? Press start, off it goes. Now the reason why I didn't chop anything up into little pieces, I want to show you the smart chip inside. When you bog it down, it'll compensate for that. That's why we give you the tamper stick, so you don't have to waste time chopping. Just push that stuff right down in the blades. See that? How it automatically compensates? Now that everything's moving on its own, you can actually leave the kitchen and do whatever it is you want to do. Go get your shoes on, warm up the car. There's a lot of stuff you can do while this is making your breakfast, right? But think about how many times you sacrifice your health for a busy lifestyle. I'm going to put a little bit of agave in there. Just because that pineapple and those strawberries can be pretty tart. Get you guys some cups. Did you try this one here, the Go Green one? Yeah, try that. That's really good. Isn't that good? Outside of Costco, these machines, anywhere between $650 to $800 I've seen them, even on like Amazon. Here, they're $4.99. So you guys are getting them for wholesale. Now you notice that the machine does shut off on its own. So there's no guesswork. You'll never under-process or over-process. Every single time you get a perfect result. Do you guys know which color you want? Please let me know. You have 4 colors to choose from. Black, white, red, and the silver platinum are available. Every machine will come with a 7-year warranty, which is unconditional. And you also have the $60 Saver Cookbook and Cook Class DVD. And keep in mind, Costco does not sell these after we leave. It is a limited time roadshow. Look how smooth that is. If you want the smoothest smoothies and the best icy treats, then get a Vitamix machine in your home. That's why Jamba Juice and Starbucks use these. Look at the cleanup. 2 cups of sudsy water, pulse button, 1 time, and you rinse that out in your sink. Isn't that easier than cleaning out a juicer? My goodness. Now, if you guys thought that was good, wait till you have this ice cream. This is my favorite recipe to do here in demonstration because who doesn't like ice cream, right? Do you guys like ice cream? Everybody loves ice cream. You ever made homemade ice cream before? Yeah. It takes forever, doesn't it? Watch this. This is going to take in 45 seconds. And we're just gonna make it out of the simplest things. Just use that banana. You ever get these bananas and they start going brown? Nobody wants to use them anymore? All right, so we're gonna use those bananas you usually throw out. And we're gonna load this full of ice. This is why you can never do stuff like this in a blender at home. Oh, don't go off yet. You're gonna miss out on the ice cream. Come back over here. Put some agave in there just to keep that nice and sweet. If you guys want to grab one of these last smoothies before we gotta toss them out, that would be great. Orange, banana, pineapple, and strawberries. Set it on frozen dessert for frozen dessert. Press start, off it goes. Do you have a Vitamix? How do you like it? Nice. Do you have a Vitamix as well? Not yet, huh? So I'm just gonna take those ice chunks, push them down in the blades. There we go. Instead of going to the store and buying ice cream for $7 to $9 a quart, now you guys can make it in 45 seconds. So this only costs about 30 cents. This is why the only regret people who own these machines is I wish I wouldn't have waited so long. How are ya? Came by just in time. Now we're gonna go ahead and stir that up a little bit. Shuts off on its own, so there's no guesswork. Even though maybe you've never seen this machine, you already know how to use it because of the automatic settings. It's kind of like how people already know how to drive an automatic car. It's perfect every single time, and it's shattered ice crystals. The reason you'd never be able to do something like this in a normal blender is because blenders, they only spin at about 30 miles an hour. Vitamix machines spin at 240 miles an hour, 241 miles an hour. And because of the dull blades, it shatters the ice into crystals, giving you that perfect texture. All right, so we got some cups here for you guys. Let's fill them up. You guys ready for this? This is so good. Look at that, just beautiful. Yep, that's why people who own these machines, they love them. Get that beautiful shattered ice. 45 seconds, you made a homemade frozen dessert. Probably the healthiest sorbet you've ever had in your life. Like I said, we're a limited time roadshow. Costco won't carry these after we leave. Let me know which color you want, okay? Outside of Costco, these machines are anywhere between $650 to, I've seen them upwards around $800 for the same machine. You guys get them for $4.99 while we're in town. Here's the cleanup. Just put 2 cups of sudsy water in, pulse button, one time, and you just rinse that out in your sink. It's that easy. You can see why people who own these use them multiple times a day, right? That's why you'll use it multiple times a day. You have any questions I can answer for you? Oh, the little dry container? Actually, Melissa, can you, do we have any dry containers over there? She can answer everything on the little containers as well.
Maybe.
Yeah, isn't that good? Now, if you guys thought that was good, this is my favorite recipe to actually demonstrate right here. Do you guys have one of these?
No.
Oh, stick around for this. Okay. This is so good. So we're just going to get you out of the kitchen with those meals that seem to take forever. Do any of you guys ever make homemade soups? You guys ever make a homemade soup? It takes way too long, doesn't it? You're in the kitchen for hours. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can do a homemade soup from scratch in less than 2 minutes. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, so do you ever, yeah, come on over here. Yeah, come on in. I want to show you guys something really neat. Take a look at this. You see that setting right there? See what it says? Hot soup. It's that easy. So yeah, come on over here. Right there. Okay, so with this machine, you already know how to use it before it comes out of the box. You want a hot soup, you set it on hot soup. Now we're gonna actually use this as a food processor, so instead of doing one of these things, you don't have to do this to make the soup, but this is very, very convenient. So we're gonna use our pulse button to do little pieces and mince. So now that garlic and onions that used to stain your fingers, just, oh my God, what a pain. You can just press that a few times. Now, if you want big pieces, say you're gonna do like a coleslaw, hash browns, chopped salad topping, you have you can manually control the speed here too. So set on number 1, press start. You've been to like Baja Fresh and you're like, this is the best, perfect salsa ever. They have the right tools for the job. Now you guys can get it too. 10 seconds later, salsa's done. Tap it on your counter. You notice that everything is the same size? Wouldn't that just be easier than getting all the knives and the cutting boards out, right? And when you're doing that soup, you have pots and pans flying all over the kitchen. So I toss in a tomato with the skin, with the seeds. I toss in onion with the skin. I toss in garlic with the skin. You don't have to waste your time peeling so much anymore. Toss in your bouillon cube, peeled. We'll take the skin off of that. That's a vegan bouillon cube. And a little Southwest spice, because what we're making is a tortilla soup. It is on page 95 here of the cookbook. This cookbook is about 60 bucks on our website. You guys get it as part of the package deal here at Costco, along with the DVD. And you guys can get any color you want. They don't mark them up. Usually these ones here, like during the holidays, will sell for 150 bucks more than black or white, just because they're limited edition. So all you have to do now is put 4 to 5 cups lukewarm water in, set it to hot soup, and press start. The machine will run for 5 minutes and then shut off on its own. 5 minutes, go do whatever you want, right? Shuts off on its own. It heats up from friction of the blades. There's no heating coil, so you don't have to worry about something breaking, all right? Now for demonstration purposes, I preheated water for us. That way we don't have to wait 5 minutes. I'm gonna set it for 90 seconds. Because I put warm water in, we don't have to wait for it to heat up from friction. Smoothie setting, press start. What do you do now? Whatever you want. Isn't that nice? You know, go grab a glass of wine, set the table, clean up the kitchen, whatever it is that you want to do. Kick off your shoes and relax. This is making you dinner. And that's why people love these machines. Yeah, you can see why. You guys let me know which color you want. It is a limited time roadshow. Costco doesn't sell these when they leave. Do you know what color you'd like? Maybe the red one? You could pull it off. You have the personality for it. Okay, so you guys will see how much hotter this is. Isn't that great? Look at that. Homemade soup. How long do you spend in the kitchen doing soup? Hours. Look at this. Nice and hot. That was just that was 90 seconds. Toss in your textures at the end here. So we're gonna put in some tortillas, some olives, and some black beans. Now when you're putting in textures, of course, you know how you do, you ever do barbecue? And you get leftover hamburger patty? What do you do with them? Yeah. Why? You paid for it, didn't you? You even paid to cook it. You can toss them in here, sprinkle in some cheese, and make a nacho soup. Use this pulse button to chop it up. And dinner's done. Isn't that easy? See why people who own these, they rave about them? It just makes cooking easy. But because, like with a soup, we don't cook, steam, or boil the vegetables, this is actually a raw soup. It is way healthier than the soup you used to do for hours in the kitchen. Try that. Tell me what you guys think. It's incredibly good. And the cleanup, remember all those pots and pans you used to have? Just put 2 cups of water in with a drop of soap. Press this pulse button one time. You rinse it out in your sink.
Really good.
I know, isn't it? Imagine if you could do this whenever you wanted to, all the time. You know? What color do you guys think you'd like? And keep in mind, this is a limited time roadshow. Costco doesn't carry these when we leave. Outside of here, these machines, $650, upwards around $800. It's an incredibly good value here at Costco. Now, did you have some of that smoothie I did earlier? The pink one? And that was strawberries with the seeds and everything in there. Do you guys have a Vitamix at home? Not yet, huh? You better pick one up while we're in town. So we're going to throw together a Go Green smoothie. Now, you haven't seen this one before. And if you do know what color you want, you can let Alyssa know, too. You can let me know. We'll get it for you. Do we have any of the red ones? Oh. Okay, yeah. I always tell my friends and family, it's like, if you think about getting a Vitamix, get it at the roadshow and don't wait. Because that's the only regret you'll ever have is I wish I wouldn't have waited. You know what I mean? It's just because you have to eat to stay alive. So I'm going to show you one of our famous green smoothies. Everybody's raving about these green smoothies. You ever watch Dr. Oz? You know who Dr. Oz is? Yeah. He's a guy on TV. He's like 1,000 years old. He looks fantastic, you know? He says to juice with a Vitamix every morning. Well, he says that if you do a green smoothie every single morning, it will absolutely change your life. Yeah, and it's not really a surprise why. Look at this. Got that pineapple in there, got that banana, give a nice creamy texture. You're gonna have a ton of protein from the greens in there. Do you ever eat spinach? Why not? You know you're supposed to though, right? It's tough to eat healthy, isn't it? What'd you guys have for breakfast? Cereal, bowl of cereal, piece of toast. Where's all the nutrition in that, right? What kind of cereal do you have, like Fruit Loops or something? Cheerios? Oh, that's not a bad one. At least if you're gonna have one. You know? I mean, kids literally think Fruit Loops have fruit in them. Right? This is a great way to get fruit and veggies into you and your family's diet without sacrificing your busy lifestyle. Yeah. Here we go. Toss in a little ice, keep this nice and cold. And I'm going to put just a little splash of agave in there because my pineapple isn't quite right. Now, when you're at home, you can use honey or maple syrup. This just doesn't spike your blood sugar level, okay? Set it on to smoothie if you want to make a smoothie. Pretty easy, huh? Press start, off it goes. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm going to take my tamper stick here. This is something we give you guys, so that way you don't have to chop things up in little pieces. You can just shove everything right down in the blades, just like that. You'll never hit the blades because there's a stopper right here. Now that the machine's running on its own, you can just leave the kitchen and go do whatever it is you want to do. It will shut off when your meal's done. How nice would it be to have something you're making at breakfast, especially one that tastes this good and has that much nutrition, right? You guys come on over, we're doing a Go Green smoothie. It is delicious. Alright, let me swap this garbage here out, get you guys some cups. And you guys let me know which color you want. Like I said, we are running low on the machines themselves because it's a limited time roadshow. So don't hesitate to let me know which color you want. Costco isn't going to be able to special order these when we're gone. They won't stock these on the shelves when we're gone either. So you want to make sure you get yours before we are gone. See how it shuts off on its own? No guesswork. How cool would it be to come home from school and you can just dig through the fridge and make a smoothie whenever you want? You know that Jamba Juice uses a Vitamix? Same as Starbucks. Yeah. Think about the durability. Our machines go through testing for durability before they come out to consumers. This is a new machine that's been out for about 8 to 9 months. And Jamba Juice and Starbucks did the testing for durability on it. That's why these are known to last people in their homes anywhere from like 30 to 40 years sometimes. It's crazy. That's why the hardest decision is the color, because you're going to be looking at that color for forever. Try that. Tell me what you think, buddy. Here's the cleanup. Just put 2 cups of sudsy water in. Press this pulse button down once, and rinse it out in your sink. Yeah, I know, right? You knock it out of the park every single time. Oh, don't thank me yet. Wait till you guys try this next one.